set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway on a Monday night from the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Fields now to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Defensively, they have it pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. But he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Swift. And he is out of bounds here.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now a give right side Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Swift again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Vogel. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. To throw on 2nd down. Vogel. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ball start.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Vogel hitting London coming across the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready?
This is Hines. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Vogel. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
After the sack on 1st down, Fields. It's caught on the right side, Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quez Watkins, 35 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out come the Falcons now as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Low check. Opposite. Green. Check right.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Vogel. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Back to throw. Vogel. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
This to Hines on the drop-off. Touchdown! Naeem Hines, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Off play action, Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second and goal, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Vogel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Vogel. It's Edwards again. And they're going to have this across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They run with Hines. They find some open field here. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Vogel. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Back to throw. Vogel. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Hines. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. McCoon knocks this one through the post. And they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
McCoon just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, it's Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Back now here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play action. It's Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Arnold Ebiketie, his 2nd sack of the night. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. And this is incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 37. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain for 1st down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, he'll remain down by 3. So in a 3-point game, this defense decides to put the kicker on ice, let him think about it for a little bit, and it would appear that the decision was a good one.
Maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe it didn't. But you certainly can't argue with the results.
They begin the drive with Hines, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Vogel. This pass is caught by London. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
What's the on the double.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Vogel. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 5th. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11 now.
Check pink. Smith red. Ready?
Up the middle they go. It's Hines. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.